My name is Rhapsody and welcome back to Against the Storm. I've had a look at the modifiers that we're working with down here. So we've got the Gathering Storm. That is, every year the storm lasts 10% longer. And then but down behind that, we've got the Haunted Forest. Dangerous and Forbidden Glade warnings are disabled. So fundamentally, I think it's relatively easy to do the Haunted Forest modifier. I don't think that's that difficult for us at all. However, Gathering Storm is gonna be rough. Every year, the storm lasts 10% longer. So I'm wondering if I should put myself instead in a position knowing there's 2 more points of interest out here, where I take the Gathering Storm and leave open the Haunted Forest to be able to be taken with a different point of interest later. Because I can probably complete it, but the possibility that it adds even, 5% extra difficulty to the ridiculous extra difficulty I'm anticipating from the Gathering Storm does threaten somewhat. The storm is certainly the worst part of the season, so I would definitely need to make a very, very robust board. Effectively, I can't do what I've been doing in a couple of previous runs, which is allow someone to be sad throughout the storm and then just manage their resolve through favor. Because if the storm is getting 10% longer every single time, I'm going to need to be consistent in the state of storm. Which means I probably want some oil or fabric, not oil or fabric, sorry, fuel. Fuel is the word I'm looking for here. Fuel generation going on so that I can get myself through the storms much more comfortably. So that could possibly be accomplished by going to the Royal Woodlands, because the Royal Woodlands gives me a ridiculous amount of wood, which gives me the much higher ease of taking my people off of wood cutting during the storm. Or I could try and go for the Coral Forest. So let's have a look at the resources we're being offered here in the Coral Forest. We get the trees that have different resources: plant fiber, meat, crystallized use, stone, and incense. And then for natural resources, insects and meat are 2 of the most common. A world where I took lizards and a trapper's camp here doesn't seem like a bad idea. That's already a lot of lizards a lot of lizards who can work very effectively as hunters, and the most common resources are 2 resources that can be gotten from a trapper's camp. Seems good. Villagers will work slower on events as our modifier at the moment. However, then I still need to solve the fuel problem if I take this. And lizards, while they are resilient, if the lizards are resilient, that might be a better way of trying to get through the storm. Whereas I know both the foxes and harpies are, well, not especially resilient. That said, lizards don't have a particularly high base. A world where I took the beavers and went into the Royal Woodlands versus the lizards and going into here. Because it's the same caravan that'll be offered to me on the other side. So I could take the beavers into the Royal Woodlands and very, very easily expand from there. The only problem then becomes, what do I do to make the beavers happy? In this area? I don't really know. I guess I get resin, which I could use to craft pigments, so I might try and educate them. If they're educated the entire way through the storm, they're not going to be mad. They're not going to be sad. They're not going to run away. They won't have time to. They'll be too busy reading. All right, I think I will go with this. The city's name is Malmstra. And we will be taking in with us, I mean, we could still take a trapper's camp. Totally comfortable for this area with the eggs and meat. By way of alternative, what's cheap? What's a lot cheaper right now than it usually is? I could get planks. They're only 2 cost. Probably worthwhile having. Small farm. I could get the Trapper's Camp, but the Trapper's Camp doesn't necessarily feel like it's that advantageous to us to start off with here. I could get oil. Maybe even coal if I wanted to be really aggressive. No, I think I will take the Trapper's Camp, and then I'm just going to take some additional food. Try and handle housing quickly. Now, this already did come with 2 additional villages, so we'll get to see a little bit more information. Okay, we have harpies. That's a problem. +3 to mushroom production. Wow, I should really take advantage of that as much as is possible. So for our forest mysteries, which are often going to be active, we have 2 in Aura of Fear. So as long as everyone's housed, they don't have to worry about the hailstorm, but if they aren't housed, they have a 5% chance of perishing every 15 seconds. The Aura of Fear is resolve drops 100% faster, so even resilient classes aren't going to be especially resilient right now. Unnatural Erosion, pay 5 oil with each storm, multiplied by the number of years. If you don't, resource nodes are destroyed. And then villages have a higher chance of consuming twice the amount of goods when using services, 10% for each hostility level. Honestly, these mysteries are not awful. 2 of them I can completely avoid just by being set up correctly. So I house my people appropriately, and if I get a source of creating oil, then I can avoid 2 of these downsides. What is our mushroom access like on this map? Not especially high. So I might want to think of additional ways to get mushrooms. A greenhouse would be a way to do that. Okay, well, this is really interesting. I know that I have the 2 people who want to be educated. We've got the beavers and we've got the harpies. Both of them like education. Both of them like clothes as well. Both of them like biscuits. So both of them liking biscuits could tell me that I should go for a supplier here, because that'll give me the ability to make flour and planks. The granary, pickled goods, is a nice resource to try and feed to our people, but I would then still need the ability to make some sort of a vestibule for it. There's also a tinctury. This would have been the pigment for possibly giving the education to folk. Also the ale and wine, both of those enjoyed by the beavers. Distillery, less so. I'm leaning mostly towards the supplier here because the planks are probably the most important resource to be able to generate. And I would be able to generate flour out of here. Flour can come out of mushrooms, which I might get a huge amount of, especially if I have the ability to get a greenhouse or something like that. It gives me a source of water skins as well. I like it. Let's go supplier. Oh, wow, really? Both luxury, consumption of wine, and treatment, consumption of tea, are available through the market. And it would give us the passive effect of +10 to global carrying capacity. I think it's just too early to take that though, especially when it's compared to furnace, which, sure, not everyone here is gonna love pies, and there's not much access to copper production. But realistically, the furnace is the ability for me to make bricks very comfortably. Although I don't need to make that decision right now, I don't think. I can hold off for a bit. Let's get a supplier. That much has to happen. And the supplier is only going to be making planks up until you have a total of 25. Let's also quickly slot down our woodcutters. I'll tell those to go as fast as possible on their production, as slow as possible on the production of paths, please. And I'm going to start sleeping these, but I will set them up. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then a big shelter also. Which could reasonably go most anywhere. Yeah, I'll go with that. All right. These will all be deactivated, rather, the beaver houses, just so that they aren't prioritized until I can afford to. Also, let's get a harpy into the Firekeeper role, because harpies in the Firekeeper role give us +5 to global carrying capacity, which at base is double the carrying capacity. 2 of you in the supplier, and then just having one of you roam around and build things at this point in time should be fine. Oh. These are very good. So Woodcutter Song. Global Resolve is increased by 3 for every 20 felled trees. For 2 minutes. That's not bad. It's not bad, but it doesn't stack with itself as I understand it. So I can't just cut down 40 trees in a minute and then have, you know, double the bonus for a single minute and then a single bonus for a minute. Which would be wild, because then you would just be able to build a bunch of woodcutters and bliss everyone out ridiculously. Silent looting is pretty good. Any hostility reduction always finds favor within my soul. There's newcomers arriving more quickly, which early on, I haven't really experimented with this, but I can certainly see the value. Here's the final one, and you can see I'm leading my way up towards it, right? Peasant supplies. Receive 3 packs of provisions for every new villager. This will give us the ability immediately to start trading. Yeah, I'm taking that. Thank you kindly. Let's have a look at our orders as well. Rich harvest and hydraulics. So I have to produce 6 pipes and then deliver them. I believe I actually do have the resources to make pipes right now, because I started with additional copper. Yeah, I could literally do that. Okay, well, what does it propose to us in terms of value? +1 to copper bar production, which I do have the ability, theoretically, to produce copper bars. But I'd probably have to buy the copper, because there's no copper naturally in this environment. There might be some copper that I can get by mining. Not an actual mine, rather, just putting a stone cutter next to clay. It's possible that there's a secondary resource there. But realistically, I don't have good ways to actually fund the copper ore required. I also don't really want to reroll here, though. I'm actually leaning towards market. Market is also very interesting in that market requires 20 planks and 12 fabric. So the fabric is a little bit annoying, but I do have 20 planks pretty easily, pretty soon, because of the whole supplier situation. Alternative is Rich Harvest, delivers 7 packs of crops. I'm not good at making those, and it would give me the ability to make those better, as well as plant crops faster. I'm just gonna go with the hydraulics, because I can complete it. Natural dye, deliver 20 pigment. I'm not getting pigment out of trees directly. Start your engines. Have at least 3 buildings with rain engines installed in your settlement. The fact that I have so many pipes gives me the ability to do this quite easily. Water extraction. Upgrade a geyser pump to level 2. I do like the idea of having a geyser pump with level 2, but the thing is, it's difficult for me to choose that before I see the ability to actually make one. So I can hold off on making that choice now. I'm still leaning towards market, but I don't need to make that decision yet. Gonna tell you all to stop clothing yourselves, please. Save that for the storm. There's a time and place for that. I know it's raining right now, but no, it gets worse. You're gonna want to have held up. Up goes our first beaver house. Our big shelter here is just gonna catch extra beavers and harpies that I can't afford to produce the housing for at this point in time. Pretty sure I should have enough planks. No? Soon. Yeah, okay, they're just getting delivered now. Got it. I feel pretty good about the utilization of our workers at this point in time. Maximal utilization. Storm's not going to be too bad for a couple of years. It's really after 3 years I'm going to feel it. Storm 30% longer. It's about a full minute at that point. Because the big shelter is already made and housing enough people, I don't need to make these other 2 beaver houses just yet, technically. It's not essential. I think the harpies are going to have -3 global resolve after this. Yeah, that's the case. And their resolve drops additionally fast. Okay, yeah, I'm going to have to let them have the clothing again. If it keeps getting bad, I'm gonna take 3 people off woodcutting. 2 of you can go into the crude workstation. And now that I've done that, you know what? No clothes. If I had to take people off of woodcutting, you don't get to wear coats. I'm just going to try and make sure they don't make too many. I'll stop being able to produce pipes after that, and then I'll force the delivery. Newcomers want to arrive during the storm. I could accept 2 people. Perfect. Yeah. 2 people will not overflow my limit. Ooh. The fox will probably be pretty sad if I take them right now, though. Oh, no, they won't. Not necessarily, at least. I should get another beaver house created as soon as possible, though. Foxes and harpies are the hardest for us to house because they want resources that are harder or lower priority to generate. Fabric for the harpies and crystallized dew for the foxes. So I was always going to need big villages, big shelters rather, here. Okay, so additionally, we know that luxury is shared by both beavers and harpies share treatment, which means that the most efficient of the service buildings that I can use is the market. I'm taking it. Pickled goods production and fabric production, considering those are the final... Well, actually, I also don't have brick production at the moment now. But pickled goods and fabric production does seem like it would slap for us. An alternative would be getting early access to tea. Ooh, and biscuits through the apothecary. Oh, wow. That's actually a lot better. Biscuits I already have the ability to generate the flour for, so I can already try and start making food. The tea, I get resin from the trees. I'm gonna have a geyser pump at some point, one assumes. And then I'm gonna have to use that geyser pump in order to generate crystallized dew as well, but that's fine. We have foxes who are really good at doing that. I think I take the apothecary. I think it's perfect at this point in time for us. Granted, I'm not really going to be doing too much with the apothecary for a period of time here. Let's finish Actually, if I finish hydraulics, I'm going to enter new people, which means I'm going to have to take another person off cutting, which I should probably do. Oh, I have to take 2 more people off woodcutting. Woof. Provisioner, distillery? That's wine and barrels? So it's the barrels to put the wine in, and it's the wine to feed into other buildings? Resin and crystallized dew from a forester's hut is also really good. Because as soon as I get crystallized dew, I can start giving tea out. Otherwise, I'm going to have to generate a line that also makes crystallized dew. And I am going to want resin. You know what? I think I probably want the forester's hut here. As my highest priority.
Hamida.
I'm gonna have to get another beaver house built as well. I have so many people not working at the moment. I definitely need to find something for them to do. I mean, first things first, right? A little bit of decoration back here. And second things second, it only seems appropriate. That I start gaining additional foodstuffs right now. All of those already generated. I'm gonna want to expand as soon as we get into the next season as well. It's probably gonna be water extraction, let's be real. Beaver influx. Deliver 65 roots. Eh? And we get 5 beavers for the job. Or I deliver a bunch of planks, fabric, and bricks, and I get some wildfire essence. Probably that one, frankly. A workshop. I would love to have a workshop. I just don't. I'll hold off on this choice right now because +2 to barrel production would be insane. It's really going to come down to whether or not I'm randomly offered a workshop. Baptism of Fire. Every 3 burnt blightrot cysts lowers hostility by 10. But while the hearth is corrupted, you're unable to sacrifice resources. I think anything that allows me to lower hostility consistently is great for us. Because if I can lower my hostility consistently, I can prevent the storms from being as bad. There's also more hostility lowering for the next event, Secure Perimeter, but it only activates when I break into Forbidden Glades. I think I can access Baptism of Fire much sooner than that. Let's do it. And I'm gonna break into the Northern Dangerous Glade here. The scent of your wealth makes the Robspit angry. We get -6 to global resolve for every 10 amber. We have no amber. I could theoretically produce some incense, but I'd have to have more copper bars in order to resolve. Yeah, we do get copper from our clay deposits. So if I had a furnace, it wouldn't be useless. I didn't get anywhere to put a geyser, unfortunately. There's also a scribe up here. Wow, a scribe? Well, that's immediately the ability for me to make scrolls, ale, and tools. Over the moon to see that. Also, I see some arable land up here. I'm going to be taking the Forester's Hut as a result. Quickly just move this here, and this one here. Because clearing out a couple of these will make it a lot easier for me to access that as a resource. Okay. So teardown is probably the most approachable here. I just start making even more planks, which means I will tell y'all that your limit is 50, not 25 now. But yeah, other than that, just keep on keeping on, I think. Nothing for it but to do it. Oh, hell yeah. I feel like I'm making some nice, tight decisions here. Okay, we're up to 20 planks. I know as soon as I've got 30, I have the ability to start tearing this down, which will give us 20 crystallized dew and 10 packs of building materials and 35 pottery. Those are all very useful. Pop you down there for a second. That'll give me the ability to set up the Forester's Hut. Boop, 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 boop. And then farm field. Of course, no one's going to action anything about that for a moment. Realistically, I'll be taking the Fox to go and do that. Well, good news, Fox. It's time for you to go and do that. Go, they've carted all the stuff over, and they're gonna start working on the event. The event only affects my resolve if I have amber, which I have none of, and it will resolve in the next 5 minutes and 30 seconds, which is gonna be before the threat would have taken effect. It would have only lost me amber and wine. Well, only. It would have lost me amber and wine, which is eminently survivable, but it also would have given me an impatience point, which I'm not eager to gain. I'm gonna set the limit for planks back down to 25 because I am worried about our wood resources. Oh, newcomers. Oh. I do like foxes. Foxes solve events very quickly, which makes foxes good. Yeah, sure. I'll take more people, and those will include foxes. I'm actually low-key gonna be over the moon about that. As I will very soon be able to house all of those foxes, because the Forsaken Glade event is going to give me the crystallized dew in order to do so. And when foxes are housed in their preferred housing, everything is good.
합니다. 어,
Wow, I can keep 3 woodcutters on the job. I wonder if I should condense the woodcutters into a single building, though, rather than just letting 3 random woodcutters have the job. Not sure. I'm gonna tell you to stop making resin because I have enough of that. Just make crystallized dew, please. It takes a minute to plant it and a minute to harvest it. These aren't going to be built just yet, but as soon as that dew comes in, as soon as that dew is due, or rather, as soon as we do the dew, I think we'll be fine. I would also whoa, low on food, eh? I'm not entirely surprised.
Hira.
Should definitely start making some fabric. Let's make it out of plant fiber, which is the most populous. So get that from cutting down trees. I think I'm about to complete another one of these. Not necessarily. Alright, I'll take neighborhoods so I can start looking at the new ones. Thirsty Trader, 45 sold and deliver 40 wine. Oh no, that's not really gonna happen. Complete 4 trade routes and deliver 12 packs of provisions. Very easy for us to do, and it gives us +1 to plank production, something that we can actually utilize. Sure. Disturbing the Ancients. I'd have to, in the next 20 minutes, cut into 4 glades as well as deliver 3 ancient tablets. I'd get oil production. Oil production's not bad. I just don't think I will be able to do that. But 5 pottery a minute would also be great. That gives me 2 years, basically. As each of the seasons is around 4 minutes long. This gives me about 2 years to complete this. I think that's too short of a period of time for us. I'm going to take luxury goods because it gives us the ability to get a bunch of new parts, and I really still need a good plan for getting more parts. Every Glade event resolved with a loyal decision. Lowers hostility by 10. Oh no. I assume destroying the Forsaken Crypt was, yeah, not a loyal decision. Copper bars crystallized dew in all recipes that use metal ingots by 33%. I think that would increase the farming speed of them. 20 reed and 20 clay for each discovered glade is not a bad bonus to just suddenly get. I could take any of these, frankly. I think I'm gonna go frequent patrols. I would just really like to have it. That's my reasoning there. Breaking into these 4 glades would have been like really easy to do, but getting a dangerous, or getting a, that's a clearance water geyser over there, which could be used in the apothecary or the supplier. Oh, that's very easy. I should cut down to that bottom left then. Probably not going to do it this season, to be frank. I also don't need that much fabric right now. So I'm just going to make a little bit, deliver it. And then let go of that worker so that I have another builder. Woodcutters. Currently low on food, and I don't like that. I would really like to have more. Unfortunately, I have nothing I can make into flour, so I can't even try and start making biscuits. I would just be turning food I don't have into food. I will say, having a stockpile of 50 incense just sitting off to the side, ready, that's good. That's really good. Oh no, the trappers' camps have nothing nearby again. Oh boy. You know what? Break into a small glade for me. I need... Frankly, you know what I need? I just need mushrooms. I just need a field of mushrooms. I know mushrooms is one of the least likely things for me to pick up, but I need it. Let's also do some additional decoration here so I don't have to worry about anything ever again. That'll do it. That would get us past the Blackrot cysts. Though I do also really want to get a Black Post down soon. We need some bricks additionally to fulfill this. Start needing woodcutters up here. Woodcutters, sorry, stone cutters up here. My main problem right now is that I don't have food, and I have no one collecting food. So I'm not just low on food, I am soon to starve. I'm gonna take the one with more food. Oh my god. I'm being haunted. I can't feed any of you. Build specific housing. Because, I mean, once the storm gets around, everyone's going to be really sad because they're going to be starving. And because I haven't got the resources for making the Blight Post, I will not be able to sacrifice resources during the storm. Oh boy. I'm terrified of everything. Hello? Mushrooms, but I can't collect them because I don't have an herbalist camp that's specific. And in fact, there's no other food available. I think I'm actually going to starve and start losing right now. I don't want to, but that's where we are. So how do I fight against that? Well, yeah, one thing would be putting down a trading post and then actually utilizing it. So a train arrives literally as soon as I build it. I can't buy any boy. None of the things they are offering to give us here are foodstuffs. I'm gonna take all of your bricks and your planks and your fabric because I need them. And I'm gonna give you all of my packs of provisions, packs of building materials. Okay, that's not enough. I can make planks. And I'll adjust my other order down. There we go. So now I'm gonna be able to make the Blight Post. Unfortunately, everyone's already starving. Everyone's housed at least. That's great news. But again, they will starve to death during this season. All species become less resilient and resolve drops 100% faster, but I think I have to burn this down, which is a loyalty decision, so that would lower hostility by 10 as well, which would actually lose us another level of hostility. So I definitely want to burn this down, and in order to burn it down the most easily, I'd just use 5 fuel. Any other resource I can take for... There we go. Even this up a little bit more. That'll give me 30 food of 2 different types. That is enormous. What happened to not able to sacrifice in the storm? Am I not actually that right now? I guess. Didn't I take the Blight Rod burning one? I could have sworn I had. While the hearth is corrupted, you're unable to sacrifice resources. Hearth currently has corrupt. What? How is its resilience so low that I'm gonna lose? Oh, God. Yeah, there we go. The corruption just started, so the storm sacrifice stopped. Yikes. It's gonna take until the end of the storm to prevent the storm from killing me. Which, you know. Okay. There we go. I can lower my hostility if I put a fox in the Ancient Hearth instead, because the fox is giving us lower hostility per discovered glade. So that gets us back down below the limit of 1. But yeah, the harpies are hungry, and so are the foxes, and so are the beavers. And I have no plan to feed them all for a period of time right now. Can I just resolve a quest that gives me food? Start your engines. None of these give me food. Not immediately, at least. Like, I can favor the harpies right now to stop one running away. But it's not actually going to help us. Oh boy. Here goes another harpy. Oh, that one was a black fighter. Kinda needed that one. I don't entirely understand why we're paused at the moment, but...
Hamida.
Alright, there goes another harpy. Foxes are starving. Harpies have neutralized, leveled out. But we're about to lose another fox. There's a fox. My blight fighters are still working hard. There goes another fox. Oh, now I'm missing a firekeeper. Gotta get a fox in there. Okay, we now have 0, what? Oh no! Any corruption has already gathered, so now I still, until the end of this storm, don't have the ability to sacrifice. Which means I'm gonna lose another fox. A lot of impatience I'm getting here. Oh no, wait, never mind. We got over the edge of it now, but... Gosh, everything's going awfully. Well, it's okay. We'll solve it. We'll solve it. Drizzle. Disturbing the ancients. Still don't think I can really do that. Trailblaze. +3 to pickle jar production. Not bad. Fox's resolve is back to low, which I didn't think it was actually going to decrease that. Oops. Pigment skewers. Wine porridge. Best coal production in the game. Also gives me a non-base brick production here in the kiln. Yeah, distillery seems pretty good now. Foxes are starving. Yep. Yeah, that's true. Awful fact. Might be able to start making a little bit of porridge soon, though. Which would be nice. gotta get a geyser pump and then start upgrading it. Gain 1 global resolve for every 2 impatience points. So we get 3 global resolve for that right now. Woodcutter's Prayer. Lose all fuel upon picking this, which is a reasonable amount of wood. But I get +1 to all wood production from then on out, which would prevent me from ever really having wood problems. Improvised tools. Discovering a glader in the storm gives you 10 tools. There's also just 1 global resolve and 10 plus to villager speed, which is not half bad. In instances where nothing else is leaping out to me, that's always a nice, neat little appropriate option. Take both of you out to blight fighting so we can get things constructed. I have so few people right now. It's an absolute nightmare. Yep. Everything's going about as however it's going. I'm not gonna say well, good. Hey, that lowered the hostility level there. With the -10 reduction. Harpies are starving. Yeah, everyone's starving. Oh, everyone's starving. Yeah, very familiar. I don't like it. I don't think it's good. Not in favor of it. Gotta get a harpy in the hearth as well to bring back new stuff. Ooh, food. I'm literally exclusively accepting things based on the food it provides. And you want me now to sell food. That's not gonna happen. I will, however, sell a bunch of resin quite happily. What are the odds that before the end of the season I get 6 more resin? Not especially high. We do need to get back to having 50 planks at all times, if possible, please. I'm so glad to finally have food. Okay, upgrade number 1 requires 2 pipes and a wildfire essence for us. And upgrade number 2 will require planks and 2 pipes. And then as soon as I get upgrade number 2, I will complete water extraction. Ooh, plant fiber. I can definitely sell you as much plant fiber as you like. Leather. I do actually have the ability to make water skins. I just need oil or meat, which I don't have. I desperately need an herbalist's camp for the sake of these. As soon as I have that, I'm off to the races. Everyone can eat mushrooms, and then I can also use the mushrooms to make flour, and then I can use, you know, herbs or berries to fill the biscuits. Brighter days exist just over the horizon. Ta-da! Second level upgrade done! 4 trade routes worth at least 9 each. Without more leather, this is not worth 9 to sell to Abitonia at this point. I'm gonna break into another small glade looking for food. I'm breaking into a lot of glades looking for food at this point. If I get deep down and I don't have food by the end of this, which I don't, I've got another trapper's camp, which is not bad. It's just also not good enough. So for the ancients. None of these are food. There's a druid's hunt for production of food. Negative 15% to storm duration. Production of oil from one of our most populous resources in plant fiber. That does have a deep appeal. I could also take flour. Take some amount of flour. Use that to start making some biscuits. Yeah, I want to do that. Not at all because I want to, but because I feel like I have to. Okay, I'll have another trade come in, actually, before Sothor leaves.
Oh. Rhapsody. Yeah.
Might as well fully utilize things at the moment as well. Alright, Sothor. I've got 9. So I only need 8 more. I can give you most of my incense. Not an awful way of doing it, frankly. I think there's a huge amount of value in a druid's hut that's just capable of producing oil. So, to start out, I will start by sacrificing wood to keep everyone happy. I'm already low on food again. Why must I always be light on food? Start making some oil in the druids. You want me to install 3 rain engines, right? I can install 2 right now. So I should get the resources to make more. 1 more rain engine and I can get another blueprint. If that blueprint is the herbalist's camp, all problems are immediately solved. So I'm obviously going to be rooting for that. Export hub, 5 trade routes, worth a lot. Focus on farming. Unfortunately, packs of crops are not constructed from things that I'm actually generating a lot of. Farmer can carry 10 additional items. I mean, I'd love it. I do have 40 farm fields, so that's not a problem. But the other one is actually completable for me. And also, 40 wine and 40 tea would be lovely. Resources to put into that at the moment, unfortunately. Oh, actually, you should probably stay in there for a moment. As you should get some incense back. I did not expect to still be alive right now. I kind of thought that the death spiral had started and wasn't going to stop. Plus 50% of the amount of goods produced in any forester's hut, which is neat. 5 pigment for every 10 insects, not neat at all. Industrialized agriculture, that gives me a bonus for something that I'm already really good at and don't need more of. Whereas peasant supplies is the opportunity to get immediately more provisions, as I'm going to be allowing people in right now. Oh, there we go. And my trade routes are always going to be taken care of from now on out for me. Let's ship out a bunch of plant fiber. That's another one of the 10s. I need 1 more trade route worth enough. I could trade leather, but I'm just short of being able to do a 9 trade for leather. I'm just short of being able to do a 9 trade for fabric, but I wouldn't want to trade that much fabric anyway. I have 1 free worker at the moment, good lord. I'm gonna get the market produced. And because I'm producing the market, I will also produce the rest of the decorations. that will make this pop off. That'll do it. Time to start our engines. That'll also give us 2 additional villagers. None of these are the herbalist's camp. Leatherworker is the ability to make pigment, as well as the ability to make fabric, which both are very good for us. Temple does lower our hostility, but not a huge amount right now. Guild welfare, not fast. It doesn't give us a huge amount of resolve just yet because I haven't sold enough stuff. Leatherworker is probably right now. As much as I don't want it to be. With Leatherworker, at least, I will be able to make fabric at a good rate. Which is fine. I'm no longer making fabric here. Take you out, take those out. Great. Alright, we've got some free workers to start constructing our ideal base. Travis camp is done, so that's another one of our final resources of food that's just given up the ghost. I think I need to actually invite terror back into my life. And break into an area I don't know if I can survive. That's so much oil you've made. Well done. Tell the base that it can burn oil and in fact can't burn anything else. Oil is the most efficient fuel I'm capable of generating, and I can generate it basically out of thin air. Low on food, am I? Imagine my surprise. 1 minute and 50 seconds. Cooked and rawed food from Jorg. Oh, yes. I will be so happy to see you, Jorg. 3 stacks of plant fiber is enough to get my final amber trade. And I should do it. That'll complete my profitable trade event. No, I don't have a forage. Wait, this is a forage camp. Ah! Go build that. Cutting down. All homes can have 1 fewer resident while I'm cutting it down. Tree felling's 50% slower whilst I'm doing it as well. I could heal it, and if I heal it, I get 10 amber and Queen's Grace. Great. And I'm currently making... Nope, I'm currently delivering the incense that will give me the ability to do that. That's perfect. There we go. Well, Herb Garden would give me the ability to actually make consistent food generation. So, yes, we'll be taking that.
Volleyball. Hello.
And I should probably buy some base resources in terms of food. We got a bunch of eggs. Bunch of berries. Maybe I should get rid of some clay additionally for that as well. Great. So doing that will now enable me to put down an herb garden here. And another one here. And if I desperately wanted, I could put another one even further up there. I also don't really need more crystallized dew at this point. So I could try and do something differently that way. Try and house a bunch of people at this point in time as well. I'll favor the harpies until that housing project goes through. Gotta get people off of that job to start relocating them to herb gardens so they can start planting appropriately. Okay, everyone's housed again. I have a lot of oil, so I'll be able to pay for any oil that I need. Next year, we are going to get a bunch more cysts spawning again as well, which is another opportunity for me to lower my hostility by burning them. Sending to the Citadel does count as a loyalty option, so I really do want to start trying to produce tools, and I can produce tools using the resource that is so populous for me right now. So I think I should actually start doing that. Let's also actually get some people down here in the forest camp, harvesting the roots. Great. Everyone out of the wood cutting. Everyone is housed, so I only have to worry about their loss of hostility right now, but the harpies are pretty sad already. Need more fabric production in order to get past this hurdle. Oh boy, that's way less wood on hand than I thought I would have. Let's stop producing wood for a moment. Oh no, the hearth is going to be corrupted for a second until I get Blackfire on the job. So I'll lower my hostility instead by getting a fox. stand in the hearth. That's not enough lowering right now. Any time I could have started making tea as well, which would have been enough to keep the harpies happy. Oof. Okay. I burnt another, which has lowered, or rather I burnt another Blightrot Cyst, and in doing so, I've lowered the hostility another 10, because that was a third Blightrot Cyst. Where's my burning effect? I keep missing it every single time I look. There it is. Yep. Which has put us back down below 2. Or rather below 3 hostility. So if I wanted to, I could start sacrificing 2 stacks of wood right now. And that would stop the harpies running away. The only problem is I'm gonna run out of wood. Very quickly. I still think I need to do this for the moment though. I'm gonna lose a harpy. Probably gonna lose a couple of harpies, Spiro. We've got the Ancient Hearth up to the district level, so we've got the 10% chance of producing double yields. Another harpy's about to leave. I will accept the newcomers, but I can't accept them until the end of the storm. The more people I have, the more people I'm going to have to manage. Oh boy. That's so many people leaving. I can favor the harpies and then watch everyone else leave. There's that fun possibility. I really thought I was running like a real tight ship at the start of this. I no longer feel like I'm running a tight ship. I think I turned all of my stuff into tools. I think that's what happened. Let's get 2 foxes breaking open the cache. Possibility they bring back extras would be nice. Reckless plunder. Back to nature. Increased yields by 100% in all buildings that use fertile soil. You lose all stored food upon choosing this cornerstone. That's pretty easy to decide. Newcomers have arrived. I also select the ones that are giving us the ability to produce fabric. As much as I do want to start making water skins at some point, maybe I should use more than just plant fiber right now. I'm asking for a lot out of my relatively small amount of plant fiber. Okay, profitable trade has gone off now. Woohoo! That'll give me the ability to pick up another rep. Oh yeah, I mean, it's really, really good coat production, and I need some coat production. So that people will get off my ass!
Słuchawali.
Yeah, no people scribing. Fair enough. Wow, I actually managed to use almost all of my crystallized dew in there. Feeling like having a forester back in the forester's hut isn't a bad idea.
Akiala. Beldula.
As for our trade route, there's one thing I can do at the moment, it's sell pottery. If I could get more than 17 for doing that, I would, but because I can only get 12, I'm not sure it's worth it. Yeah, it's definitely time to get a clothier down. And make up to 100 coats at any one time. Realistically, probably 50. This cache is going to be empty out soon, which is also going to give us another little boon in terms of dropping our hostility. Honestly, I'm one brick off. I should just make another base out here. Let's also get a small warehouse down beside. I am gonna need some more bricks as well, so I'm gonna need to get a couple workers to start making them. Hello, Sihilda. Plantation for berries, +2 to fabric production. That's wild. Haulers can carry 5 more goods at once. +2 to fabric production will give me the ability to much more easily navigate not having much fabric otherwise. Give you all of my money, all of my packs of provisions. I want all of your bricks, your flour, and your herbs.
Yes. Baba.
Which will stop me from having to make bricks myself, for the moment at least. Great. Don't have any trade routes going at the moment. It's all well. Also got 30 seam arrow at this point if I desperately wanted to bust one of these open. It's not the world's worst amount of food there. Packs of luxury goods is still a while off. I keep thinking like, oh, I just want a couple more workers. That'd be great. But from where? Where are those workers coming from? Another hearth again for trying to manage our hostility down. It's going to be really important that I can get rid of the blight rot cysts as soon as is possible. So start making some coats. It's going to help my harpies get through the season. Because I've lost so many people, I don't even have the ability to move, like... No, wait, I can move 8 people over. Okay, hang on. There we go, I managed to move 8 people over here. And then as long as I develop a park, I should get my +2 to global resolve. I don't think that counts as a neighborhood. Yeah, it's an encampment. Neighborhood is 1 level past this. Don't really have any free harpies who aren't doing something I find deeply important right now. Everyone's housed, so everyone's gonna become a bit sad right now. It's pretty sad. But as my blight rot cysts are burnt off, they're all gone now? Nope, they're all gone in a moment. Oh boy. Okay, I'm gonna take everyone off woodcutting and see if that can save my people. Oh my god, it was just enough to save the harpies. Low on food again. I can welcome newcomers during the storm. No real problem doing that. I think I'll take the one with more leather, so that's a much more valuable trade good for us to try and offset. Ship out, rather. These aren't trade routes I really want to send. They're giving us so little money in return. Start making some more tools so I can continue lowering hostility. Oh cool, I can get 2 people back on woodcutting without changing the numbers. Grand. As for the distillery, I should definitely already be making food out of that. I've got a bunch of herbs. Of course, I made herb gardens, hence the herbs. I just forgot that I'd made them. So this at least will feed the foxes, and the foxes are the ones who are the most liable to starve, and they die the quickest when they do starve. You weren't housed? What? Hailstorm only affects those who are unhoused. Oh, I got new people when I completed the... Oh, when I literally invited newcomers, I got new people. Oops. Mushroom production increases by +1 every time it's 25 times produced. Oh, I really like that. I really like that. The only problem is I don't have the ability to fulfill it. Trailblazing. Break into 4 more glades. So 4 more glades, if those are small glades, is... oh boy, 36 more hostility that I'm inviting into my world. But I think I have to do it. Because that'll be another quest complete. Get another herb garden down here because they're desperately necessary. Ooh, I could definitely sell a bunch of incense. 36 of that for... oh my god, I need it to be worth 17 on the trade. That's just short. I don't need it to be worth 17, but it would be good for the sake of Export Hub. I think I should take silent looting. Every time you open or send an abandoned cache to the Citadel, hostility is lowered by 15 points, because I'm already intending to send them to the Citadel, as it gives me the -10 hostility, so that's another -15 hostility when I do it. I should get just a little more incense. Reynolds. A bathhouse for treatment and good health. Yeah, +3 to biscuit production. Something worth less than, or rather 2.3. 0.23 rather, whoops. There's nothing like that here. That's sad. Well, I'll just slightly increase my own offering then. You may have an oil. So that'll give me the pickled goods for beavers and foxes to be eating. I thought it was going to be beavers and harpies, but oops. It's fine. Rainpunk drill. 2 to 3 coal veins nearby. I don't need coal veins, and I don't want to give you any of these resources. Or I can dismantle it. For copper bars and oil, which I also don't really need. Good giddy god. There's mushrooms here. I'm immediately going to build 2 herbalist camps and stack them with people so that I can get the +3 mushroom production during this season. Finally, I will be able to utilize that. Oh, happy day. Oh, glorious day. Fire's going out. You telling me you got no oil? I mean, I'll tell you you can burn wood at the moment, but I'm gonna rectify this oil situation. Tinker Beanery Press and Manufacture. The only one of these that could possibly be necessary, I guess, is the Tinkerer. The press does give us the ability to make luxury goods, which would give me the ability to complete another one of my quests. But taking it just to complete a quest is pretty rough. I could also wait for Amber to reroll there, because that's not a very impressive set of options for us. Doesn't really solve problems for us as much as produces new problems that are different. Camp with no deposits nearby. I mean, when buildings are complete, when their task is done, I'm obviously going to be pretty happy about that. Ooh, 6 additional people housed here? Are they all housed in one of these buildings? They are. Okay, I'm gonna move. Wait, hang on. I'm gonna move the further big shelter. Back within this area. And that will give me enough people that I can produce another garden and another park and get a second level of encampment, which will not be enough neighborhood. What? Oh, we're already encampment. Never mind. We will go to neighborhood, which will give me the outpost. Right. Alright, what's going on in here? Don't have any flour I can make. Let's actually get both of you into the supplier. No more plank production for the moment, thank you. But if you could see your way to making some flour, appreciate it. Because then I can start making biscuits. And if I have biscuits and flour with porridge production online, which it is very easily and very repeatably and consistently, I don't have too much I have to worry about anymore. Well, too much. I will have food for everyone. No one will immediately starve on my watch. Man, so few of these expanded areas have food in them. Though food was a problem, I'm also very glad that I cottoned on to what a problem it was being as early as I did.
Siaka.
Ooh, I get another 10 tools from completing this mission. Am I settled on not wanting any of the other ones here? The only other choice would be Tinkerer, but it doesn't significantly decrease the amount of tools that I need. Reroll. So Greenhouse was gonna be good, but then I got the Herb Garden, which kind of takes the place of the Greenhouse. Guild House is +2 to Global Resolve just due to the fact that I've a lot of amber. Still don't really like that. I will take the Guild House. In the smithy, I could make trade goods out of, well, oil, pottery flour, water skins even. Trade goods do sell for a lot of money. Maybe I should take a smithy. No tool production allowed there anymore. I need extra workers to go basically everywhere, so anyone who's done actively completing something somewhere is going to be relocated. My woodcutters camps barely have any people in them as well, which would explain why I probably don't have enough wood to really get through another season very effectively. Do I have any hobbies I can free up at the moment? No, not really.
Soleila.
Do I want to grab some more tools? You're already opening that one. Another 24 is an ability to go over here and open this. I think tools are so easily accessible for me. So is leather that I really do want to go with the planks. And also the benefit of having so many more foxes here. So we got our trade routes as well. Copper ore. But they're only selling for 1. Bricks are selling for 1. What is this trade route? Everyone hates me. They're selling me their worst stuff at the worst prices. I'm gonna trade with Disneymer just to get some incense out the door. In the smithy, we would be producing more tools, but I haven't actually got anything to use those tools on at the moment, so don't need to worry about that so much. In the storm, I'm going to still have to take everyone off wood cutting, and now we've changed season. I still need more plant fiber to be able to sell enough, but I do really like having plant fiber rather than selling all of them. But if I sell 5 parts here, 10 packs of provisions, I can get one of my amber trades done. And I can do the same with roots. Okay. It's 2 of my export trades done. I don't believe I currently have assist. No, I don't. I'm gonna do some sacrificing right now just because I don't have enough housing. Oh, I still had someone die. I guess I'm not sacrificing enough. Woof. Please build these houses. I'm gonna run out of stuff to sacrifice real soon. Wait, what? The sacrifice itself I just developed assist. Oh, you meanie. Oh, you mean meanie. I'm losing people to the hailstorm all of the time. And again, that actually might get me. Oh, got another pickup here. Forum for the ability to provide leisure and education. Yeah. If nothing else, it'll give me the ability to get education for the harpies and beavers, which will make them both pretty ecstatic. I could sell a bunch of leather as well. It does get us 15, which is not bad. And it develops a better relationship with Abitonia, and I do want good relationships with the towns. Okay, I've got a bunch of flour now, so it's time to go back to making my biscuits. And in fact, I'll even start using black rot to do it faster. I've also now got enough oil. I can tell you to start burning exclusively oil again. Throw some people back at tool production, because that's certainly been useful. Hey, now the season's rolled over, I can get people back into the woodcutters camps. And I suspect at this point, I'm very overdue for a 3rd woodcutters camp. Hey, Sotha. Herbalist camp! Thank you. Fuel consumption in halves is decreased by 25%. Honestly, not that pressing. You can't really give me completed resources for... Well, you can give me completed resources for fabric, and that's going to be worth its while. I don't think I want any other resources you're capable of generating, though. Meat spec, no. 3 clay per minute, no. Vegetable production, I've never seen any vegetables. So I guess I go with flame amulets, lower hostility from having woodcutters. It halves the hostility that woodcutters provide to you. Now that we have the good herbalists camps, it's time to get them down. And stacked with herbalists. Clothiers are working full-time just to get everyone clothes. Really, really, really wish I had more people. I know they all ran away, and I know why, but I wish I had more people still. It'd be so helpful. I think I should probably go with the guild house over the forum. Guild house will actually immediately give me a benefit. That said, I'm gonna need some folk actively making some planks for us in order to complete it. Couple more tools, and yep, there we go. Popping this open, and I will have the trailblazing complete. So close to overloading there as well. I'm gonna try and get the harpies to be happy enough that I get over the limit here and get another blueprint. Just by favoring them. That'll do it. I already have a forager's camp, so I don't need another one. Bathhouse, I already have that. Temple, I have sacrificed a lot. But it's still only -50 to our hostility. That said, it's still good enough. Ooh, newcomers! They bring packs of provisions! Yes! I really, really, really just want more harpies, but you're not offering me more harpies, so I'll take the one that has the most people. Ooh. I also really want to ship out flour right now. I'm gonna tell the supplier to use as much Blightrod as you need to get that done. I'm not gonna have enough time to do the flower trade before the end of this, but it's fine. I want flower generated anyway. Three free woodcut says. I'm gonna welcome some new people as well. With as many mushrooms and roots as I now have, I should be able to do that quite comfortably. Oh, I have a huge amount of clay. I've got 2 trade routes going through at the moment that will increase the level of export hub. One more trade route will complete that mission for us. Let's also make sure that I have additional housing. How many harpy houses do I have? 2? 2 more harpy houses down here. So I'll have our harpies well housed, as well as distribute all the other people into the big shelters, housing everyone else. Ooh, I'm just short on the parts to make another woodcutter's camp at this point. Honestly, I should probably get rid of one of these stonecutter's camps. I'll make it. That said, everyone off of woodcutting now. Wow, I do actually have some cysts that I gotta burn. I see. That said, everyone's housed, so I don't have to worry. Dang, just short of being able to... One short of being able to sell enough plant fiber, and one short of being able to sell enough pottery. Goofy. Time to return to doing some sacks, as the foxes are not currently happy with me. They're not currently happy with me for what reason? No one's distilling them some food? Why don't you go distill yourself some food in there, eh? And, in fact, while you're at it, I don't think I need to be sacking for you anymore. 2 of you being in a comfortable job with +5 to your resolve is enough to lift you. Let's also fill the guild house, so we've got a +3 to global resolve, as well as they're arriving faster. Let's also start making some pigment so that I can start making some education, as I do have a forum, so I can educate people soon. Insects? Yeah, I'm not selling insects, thank you. Pretty proud of how well we're managing the hostility. Really preventing these storms from being as bad as they could be. Builders out free and loose. I still don't have a better way of making bricks, so I should get some people to start until I have 25 of them. Just before the end of the storm, I guess it's paused here. In case I wanted to change anything. Oh, no, wait, it was newcomers arriving. That's fine. I'll get them as soon as we roll over. Gain an additional trade slot. Traders will arrive 25% quicker. Or woodcutters' production is 25% faster. I'm going to go with the reinforced axes here. Parts. Again, I could sell 4, and that would complete my next mission, which I think I will do. There we go. Export hub will be complete off the back of that.
Hi.
I've got so much money. Plus 10 to the storage capacity of buildings, which is fine, because I have usually at all times plus 15 to the carrying capacity of people going from them. We'll probably take all of the fabric and the bricks. Get 5 more coats every time I make coats. Seems good to me. Biscuits in the rain mill. Don't need that. Some more pottery so that I can sell it at some point wouldn't be an awful idea. But realistically, I feel like I should just buy out pretty much all of the food resources here. Heck, I'll even slightly overpay for them.
Yeah.
I should definitely break into another glade as well, and I'm gonna choose the Forbidden Glade. Now, let's get some more beavers housed in their own housing as well. Yeah, I feel like I have managed to turn the corner here. Yeah, a bunch of vegetables I could sell if I really wanted to, but I don't, so I won't. And what's in here? Trade routes in 4 minutes and 20 seconds. That'll be next export hub. Okay. Noxious machinery. 4 units of random rainwater is lost every 12 seconds, and every 120 seconds, 2 black rot cysts are spawned. Or I could just cleanse you, which doesn't seem difficult at all. I just need to make 5 more purging fire. I think I'll go with that one. And then besides that, there's 2 send to the citadels here. I will send one of those to the citadel, and then I'm going to start making the tools to send the other one to the citadel. The supplier should definitely have people in there. I need to be making some more planks. Why you know? Oh, I haven't told you to actually make the purging fire yet. Okay. Whoops. Tea Doctor for vitality. Two global resolve at this point in time. It's not really as much as I want it to be. Additional assists have spawned. Yeah, I'm gonna have to deal with those. Now that I've got enough bricks, though.
Telorin.
Let's get you back into making oil,
Kiara.
so that I'll have enough. We're in a new season as well, so new trades I can make. We'll really want herbs. I can give you a bunch of roots, though. This camp has no suitable trees nearby. That's fine. There are so many nearby. You to relocate towards. Yeah, I do think I should still max out those slots. Okay. Time to start delivering over to the Forbidden Glade event. So with it only taking one run for each of them, yeah, we're definitely going to complete this event in time. Yay. Also looks like I just got the result, yeah, from the large abandoned cache. So we're looking to break into the smaller one soon. We're looking down the barrel of one more cleanse. Export hub is another. Okay, yeah, we're done. Whew! I really didn't think I was gonna make it this time, but we did it. We pulled it together in the end, and frankly, did absolutely grand. We bit off basically exactly as much as we could chew. A rare feat. Don't need any woodcutters during this season. I do just need to be burning. In fact, I can immediately pay the ransom fee there. And the Blackrot should have disappeared soon, that I'll have the ability to sacrifice resources again if I wanted to, but I suspect I'm not going to need to. 2.5 minutes in-game time, so like 20 seconds our time. I'll get one more reputation and that'll complete us. In fact, you know what? 25 seconds, I'm gonna get 0.75 more reputation and that will complete us. Hell yeah. And finally, ooh, I get level 18. I was about to say finally I get some artifacts, but we'll look at level 18 first. New Citadel upgrades. Counterfeit Amber. Apparently there's a technique for extracting crystals similar to amber from rainwater. 10 amber every time you use 50 units of water and rain engines. And Blightrot Cisks grow 25% faster. That seems really good. Firelink Ritual, every villager with their need for religion fulfilled, decreases the forest's hostility by 5. I do like managing hostility. Prosperous Archaeology. Every time you send or send 2 abandoned caches to the Citadel, you get a +1 to Global Resolve. Wild. Copper Extractor, we've seen this one before. 1 copper ore for every 5 wood produced, and all crystallized dew is reduced by 1 production. Prosperous Settlement. Gain +1 to Global Resolve every time you sell goods worth 50 amber. And then finally, the dual carriage system. 2 Rainpunk hauling carts will be assigned to the main warehouse to help transport resources between buildings. We also completed the Gathering Storm, and now got artifacts. Woohoo! Those artifacts are going to enable me to actually make some real advances here. Whoa. I'm still going to go with the seal fragments because the seal fragments ultimately give me... Oh no, but hang on. I'm not going to choose that yet. Crash the airship. Select it to interact with it. It'll disappear from the map. Start with 6 impatience. Oh, wow. What's this event? Provide spare parts. Lose 3 crash the airship. You encounter the wreckage of one of the Merchant Guild's famous airships. You can see a very busy crew running around it, trying to fix the ship and recover lost supplies. Suddenly, an old beaver in a captain's blazer notices you and yells out for help. Win a game before Year 8 ends with 300 stormwater in the warehouse, but if I succeed doing so, all caravans will gain the following goods for the rest of the duration of this cycle. 30 sea marrow and 20 pipes. That'd be nice, but the thing is, there's not much of the rest of this cycle. I'd only have 1 settlement after that anyway. Provide spare parts, so I'll lose 3 parts, which can be a lot, but I gain the guild sigil for the next game. That is, traders arrive 25% faster, and their perks and blueprints cost 25% less. I'm gonna ignore. Oh, no, I still get the option to choose. I'm gonna take the parts then. Wandering Eremite. Learn from him. Lose 5 years of the current cycle, but I gain the Eremite's Way. Blueprint rerolls cost 10% less, 10 less amber for the next 2 games. Or I pay 25 food stockpile and I gain 5 seal fragments. Sure, let's do that. I have many food stockpile and I want more seal fragments. Spark to you. There's the Haunted Forest there. I'm still probably just going to go to the Haunted Forest next. So I'll take the Obsidian Box because I don't think that's really going to change the difficulty too much that I need to prepare. So instead I'll go for the metagame resources. And speaking of metagame resources, I can now finally spend trade contract, home decoration, as well as some experience there. But I can now finally spend some artifacts in order to get +1 cornerstone reroll per settlement. That's wild. Every settlement starts with 5 fabric. Another reroll. I can also set up trade orders with the brass order representatives in the Smoldering City. Get +5 to permanent capacity. Perfect. Oh, we really managed to spend some resources there. But, for the moment, with the completion of Malmstra, that is the end of the episode. My name has been Rhapsody. The name of the game has been Against the Storm 1.0. We very, very successfully navigated the twists and turns of this run and came out on top. Hopefully you've been enjoying yourselves. There's a playlist in the top left, YouTube recommendation down below, and hopefully we'll see you next time.